Why not check it out? Why not, instead of typing a long answer, I can help you real quick. Since I'm having my coffee, check these out. These are pretty cool, right? I can share those with you. All right. Sean, welcome. Raquel checking in. Steve is here. Good to have you guys. All right, so let me show you what I wanted to talk to you about. Here is the comment from Lisa, and we're going to chat about it because I think this can help you. Make it a little bigger. So Lisa Birdsong, which is a great name, by the way. I'm really digging the name. I'm working on the guts to talk to my first FSBO in my area. They've had their house on the market for 274 days. In their ad, they say they are moving out this month and motivated to sell and will consider paying buyer's agent's commission depending on the offer. How would you do about winning the listing? Great question, Lisa. First, kudos for working up the courage to go talk to them. The first one is always the scariest, right? The first time you talk to a for sale by owner, the first time you talk to any type of high probability leads, an expired listing, old expired, new expired. First time you do an open house, remember that? First visitor comes in, oh my God, somebody's coming in, somebody's coming in. I remember first time I knocked on the door of expired listing, I hope they're not home, I don't hope they're open. Can you relate to that? So it's normal to feel a little nervous, feel a little scared. You got to get over that fear. You got to get over that discomfort. One is, of course, you practice. Two, have a good mindset. There are all kinds of tools and tricks you can do. But the biggest one, if you really want to master for sale by owners, hear me on this. If you really want to get good with for sale by owners, go talk to a bunch. If you want to get good with expired listings, go talk to a bunch. That's the secret. If you want to master this game, any type of a game, you want to get good at open houses, do a bunch of open houses. You know, people ask me sometimes, Borino, how did you get good doing videos? You know what? I have over 370, 380 videos, almost 400 videos on YouTube. I've done a lot of videos. That's the secret. So going back to FSBOs. How do you approach a FSBO without pushing them off by being pushy, needy, desperate? Typical real estate agent. But how do you also develop a connection with them so you can turn them into a listing? So let me give you 5 things, 5 points, 5 quick tips that can help you, especially now. As you noticed, the market is changing a little bit, right? You noticed that? Things are slowing down a little, which is a great opportunity for you to approach for sale by owners, because the times when the phone was ringing on the hook, everybody was responding to their ad is gone. Like this property, that's been on the market for 275 days, a long time. It's a wake-up call, and if the seller is motivated, now is a perfect time to start building trust and relationship with them. So here is how you approach for sale by owner without pushing them off, being scary, being needy. Number 1, have a quick conversation. Can I stop by and take a quick look at the property? And they've heard it a million times, but here's the difference. Normally an agent says, I have a buyer for you. Right? You don't need to say that. You simply say, I don't really know if I have a buyer or not. I have a pool of buyers, but first I need to see the property. Keep it simple. Don't oversell, don't overpush. In most cases, the for sale by owner will say, yeah, sure, come on down. Here's the trick, and this is an important technique, and I'll write it down for you. Time constraint. Time constraint. If you want to get more appointments for sale by owner, set up a time constraint. Here is how it goes. And I don't want you to memorize this as a script, but this is an important dialogue element. You simply say, can you give me a quick 5-10-minute tour? Because what the FSBO is not afraid that somebody's going to come and see the house. What they're afraid of is that there'll be like most agents come in, spend an hour bashing over the head, trying all kinds of closes and sales and scripts and all that bullshit. Nobody has time for it. Nobody wants to go through it. Do you want to be sold? Of course not. Neither do they. So set up a time constraint. That's step 1. You set up a quick appointment with a time constraint, give me 5-10-minute tour. Step 2, you actually honor that. You don't waste half an hour of their time. You don't pitch them. You don't bring all kinds of materials. None of that is necessary. Here is step 2. When you come in, you lead with a confident conversation. There are 3 important questions you need to ask. 1, how soon would they like to move? 2, how long has the property been for sale? That's an important question because it will tell you, are they beginning, middle, or end FSBO? Are they beginning, in the middle, or the end? Because if they're the beginning, what do most FSBOs think? I'm going to do it myself. I'm optimistic. I can get this done, right? You will handle and treat that for sale by owner differently than the one like this one that's been on the market for almost a year. Very different approach. So, where are they moving? How long they've been on the market, and how soon do they want to be gone? Why the third question is so important? What does it tell you? Can you guess? Motivation, of course. So you have a pleasant conversation with them, which is strategy number 2. You don't need to do a big spiel. There is no magic script. There is no magic line you can throw at them that will all of a sudden magically turn them into listing. But I will give you one called the bridge in just a moment. But step 2 is have a conversation with them. Just a human being, one human being talking to another human being. It works like gangbusters. It's the best strategy, the most effective way you can convert these folks. Is just talk to them. Listen, which is strategy number 2. So first one, short visit with the time constraints. Strategy number 2, 3 important questions. Strategy number 3 is listen. Most agents do too much talking and not enough listening. I know it's a cliche, but the good Lord gave us 1 mouth and 2 ears for a reason. You don't know if you can help them. You don't know if they can be a good client. You don't know how motivated. You have no idea about their situation. So why do agents jump immediately to trying to get them listed? You don't know if it would make a good listing. Find out first. Qualify first. Get to know them first. Understand their position first. How? Listen. Ask some questions and listen. Step number 4. Follow up. Follow up. That's where the money is. It's in the follow up. Set them up on follow up. Majority of the for sale by owners, it's like this morning I was teaching the first class of the bootcamp, the expired bootcamp. And the example I was using there was real estate is a lot like dating. You ever notice that? It's a lot like dating, where it takes a little bit of time, some patience, some connection to develop a relationship. And it either goes somewhere or it doesn't. But if somebody on the first date tells you, hey, would you like to marry me? You would go, ah, creep. You don't want to do that. So set up a follow-up. Build some relationship. Now, it doesn't need to take months, but some repetition is usually required. Because at the beginning, you're just another salesperson. They don't know you. They don't have no reason to trust you. They have no idea that you're coming from the heart, that you genuinely want to help them, that you really have their best interest at heart. So set it up for follow-up. Hey, I'll keep in touch. I'll give you some helpful information. See how I can help you. And if it doesn't work out, and here is strategy number 5. Introduce plan B. But if you throw it out too soon, you're going to push them off. You're going to scare them off. You're going to come across as either too aggressive or too low status, too needy. You want to be in the middle. So introduce plan B. So here's plan B. John, let me ask you. You guys have been selling for 275, 280 days. If it doesn't sell, if it doesn't work out on your own, what are you going to do? That's it. That's the whole question. What's the plan B? If it doesn't work out, if you don't sell on your own, I hope you will, because obviously you will save some money. That'd be great. But if you don't, what's the plan B? Because what you're looking for is, what are their intentions? To list? To stay where they are? To rent it out? What is the plan? And after some conversation, if the trust has been established, they will tell you the truth. And it's great if they tell you, we're going to interview some agents. Now, what if they say, we already have an agent in mind? Don't worry about that. Until they sign a contract, the game is on. Because what they're really telling you is, we already have an agent in mind unless somebody better comes along. Who's somebody better? Rock stars. You guys. Those are 5 simple steps, guys, that will help you get more for sale by owners. It's a game of patience. It's a game of being helpful, coming from the heart and contribution, where you genuinely help these people. You genuinely guide them. You genuinely offer resources. Not too many, not too much. You don't want to overload them, overwhelm them. But piece by piece, by genuine following up, keeping in touch every 7 to 10 days, communicating with them, offering something helpful, they will realize few things. Number 1, they will realize it's a complicated process. Selling a house is difficult. They need help. And number 4, they're going to find somebody who they like, trust, and respect. Guess what? Is it going to be the agent who's using pressure tactics, some kind of scripts, who's trying to sell them? Or is it somebody who's cool, who's nice, who's pleasant, who's helpful, who genuinely wants to help them? Because they're going to realize sooner or later, just like statistically you already know, 70% of for sale by owners list with an agent. Those are stats. Only 8% of for sale by owners sell on their own. Only 8% of the transactions, all the homes sold, are FSBOs. What does that tell you? They can't do it on their own. It's too complicated. It's too difficult. It's too demanding. They need you. They just don't know it yet. So through this process, setting up a time constraint, asking the 3 important questions, listening, setting up the follow-up, asking them for plan B, you can convert these people. It takes a little bit of practice, sure. It takes a little bit of working on the communication skills, absolutely. The first one will be a little awkward, that's normal. But if you stay with it, if you genuinely say, I'm going to get this down, because it can be a great source of business. Think about it. You're dealing with people who are doing something. Not like some of these lead generation systems that can get you a lead 6 months from now, a year from now. Fuck that. You have people who are already in the process. Exceptional. That's why I love, love, love working for sold by owners and expired listings. And I want you, if you want 2019 to be an exceptional year for you, work these leads. These are awesome leads. These are motivated, good people to work with. What you need is the right mindset, the right systems, and action. Mindset, systems, and action. And I have those. And I'm here to help. If you want my help, come on board, do the path with me. I'll be more than happy to help you. I have the system called FSBO. I'll walk you through it. You get all the dialogues, marketing materials, follow-up. It's all there. But whether you come on board or not doesn't matter. I would like you to, but you can do this. If you want to develop your own system, it's going to take a little more time, a little more effort. You know, there'll be some dead ends and stuff. But you can do this. Work for sold by owners, work expired listings. Speaking of expired listings, if you don't work expireds right now, you're crazy. You're leaving tons of money on the table. Do them. Check your MLS. There are probably 100, 200, sometimes 300 expired listings. Work those as well. And if you want, we still have that special going on. This is a $1,905 package where you get the brand new Expired Plus, you get my access to Path, my training, you get access to the Listing University, which is like Netflix of real estate. You get a special bonus, the Mind Matrix Plus, reprogramming your limiting beliefs. It's all for $197. So if you go to goborino.com/expired-special, you can check it out. $197, we'll ship you these books, we'll ship you this information, and you have a system you can start with. And if you stay with it, you'll get the FSBO system, you get all these systems. Referral system, FSBO system, expired system, online, follow-up, real estate video, listing presentation, all that is part of it. So check it out. See if that's something that interests you. The special is goborino.com, expired special. I'll post it in the comments as well for you guys. All right? Helpful? This is how you do FSBOs. It will get you going, but you got to get going. In spite of being nervous, being scared, that's what it takes. Lisa already took the steps. Will you? That's the question. That's what's going to separate you. Okay? All right. So let's see if we have any comments I can answer for you. Since, hey, Grace, good to have you. Welcome, welcome. So Grace says Expired Plus 5.0 is the bomb.com. Excellent. Steve, anything on FSBOs that become flat fee listings, is that included in FSBO? Steve, it is not, and I tell you why. Once the for sale by owner signs with a flat fee broker, they become a listing. It is a limited listing, I'll give you that, and it's a shitty deal for the seller because they still think and hope they're going to save commission. You and I know in most cases it's not a good deal, they don't sell. But they are under listing contract, so I don't want you to solicit listed properties. Here's what I would recommend though. If they do list with a flat fee broker, which some of them will because they still think that's a better deal to save the money, keep an eye on that property. Because if it's anything like in my area, most of them don't sell and they expire. Now the door is open. Now they tried on their own, didn't work. Now they tried a discount broker, didn't work. What's the third best option to go with you? Again, a game of patience. If they don't sell, you already have a relationship with them, keep in touch, boom, you got them locked in. All right, Steve, so that's how you do it. That's the secret. This is a good comment. I like this from my man Brian. Mr. Brian Patrick Sawchuk. Listen and silent. Same letters. Absolutely the same thing. Bravo. Love that, Brian. Absolutely cool. Hey, Mr. Mike Cribben, we'll call you a little later. Got your message. I'll be in touch. Tarun, hello, hello. All right, my friends. Steve Wallace says, can I preview to meet them? Absolutely, Stephen. That's the idea. Set up the quick little preview so you can meet them face to face. And here is why. Meeting face to face is by far the most powerful, most influential, impactful way to build trust. And if they're really motivated, they don't mind a little 10-minute meeting. You probably will not be the first agent anyway. Here's the best part. A lot of those other agents bring all kinds of materials to convince them, bring all kinds of FSBO books and all kinds of nonsense that clearly indicates I'm desperate to get this listing. You take a very different approach. You simply listen, you ask questions, you talk to them. You're cool and kind. You don't have any pressure, any agenda, any need other than Let's get to know each other. Let me see if I can help in any way. And let's take it from there. Very soft approach, much more powerful. That's what I recommend to do. Now, you're in control. You're a high-status agent. And if you determine, hey, these folks need to move, they have a solid core drive in motion, they're really motivated, they're nice people, they're somewhat realistic, although don't expect FSBOs to be too realistic when it comes to price. That's okay. You're going to handle that at the end when it comes to listing presentation. That's a very different issue. Don't worry about price. All you worry about is motivation. That's what you're concerned about. And if they are motivated, it's just a matter of time before they realize we need help. That's the secret. All right, Steve, so yes, go preview them, talk to them. Can't wait to get the Borino month of the path. Right now, I'm doing the expired bootcamp. Good to have you in the bootcamp, Grace. It's awesome. Steve says, thank you. My pleasure. All right, you guys, was this helpful? Quick little tip. Work with the for sale by owners. Get in the habit of communicating with them, following up with them. Don't pay too much attention to the noise you're going to hear. You're going to hear stuff like, our uncle is in the business. We already have an agent. We will never list. What you're concerned about is motivation. If they indicate they're not motivated, they can stay there for a year or two, they don't have a solid need to move, they don't have a problem that would be solved by selling the property, that's the only red flag. But other than that, all that noise and all that stuff, it's just a smokescreen. It's just to get rid of, brush off all the other weak agents, which you guys are not. You guys are my rock stars. All right? So the special is still going on. If you want to save a bunch of money, get the new Expired Plus. I'm here to help you. It looks like this. You're going to get these two books. This is the Expired Plus 5. This is the Path. We're going to ship them to you. It's only $197. Check out the Path. I think you're going to like it. I think it's the best coaching program out there. We have direct access to me. I'm here to help you. Whatever you need, let me know. The address, the URL is goborino.com/expired special. Do check it out. Let me know if I can help in any way. Hope you enjoyed this little quick impromptu live. I'm going to do more of these because many times I see the questions here on Rockstars, and instead of just typing a long answer, I think it's kind of cool when I can just jump in and talk to you directly. I really enjoy that. Anything I can do, let me know if I can help. Coach Borino signing off. Have a terrific afternoon. I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye, everybody.